Hello, my name is Edward James. I'm the Director of Content and Analysis for MEED Projects. Over the next 5 minutes in this video, I'll be giving you an overview of the GCC projects market and where we are at the midpoint of 2017, looking at how the market's performed in the first 6 months of the year, and then looking ahead for the second 6 months of the year and see how the market will either improve or deteriorate, and where we expect 2017 as a whole to end up. So as we all know, it's been a difficult time over the last 18 months or so with the fall of the oil prices, and as governments have earned less revenue from their oil sales, they've also been able to spend less in their projects market, and as a result we've seen quite a steep fall in total project activity and project spending over the last year and a half. This first slide here shows the state of the projects market between 2015 and 2016. You can see that 2015 was an exceptional year with $177 billion worth of contracts awarded. That is second best ever year for total GCC contract awards. But we saw, as the oil prices declined, so did activity. And in 2016, just $117 billion worth of contracts were awarded. That's a very sharp fall, more than 40%. And you can see on this slide just how each country was affected. You can see a fall of more than half in Kuwait, in Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. And it was really only the UAE and Bahrain that performed in 2016. In fact, Bahrain was the only country to actually register an increase. The UAE fell somewhat, but performed overall better than its peers. But overall, we can see it was quite a catastrophic year in 2016. So as we entered 2017, the hope was very much that we would see an improvement in the performance of the projects market. And we can actually see here in this next slide the 2016 and 2017 first half comparison of GCC contract awards. So on the blue slides on the blue columns on the left, you can see the first half of 2016 contract awards, and in the red slides on the right, the red columns on the right, you can see the first half of 2017. And you can see, looking at the total, that actually 2017 first half performance was worse than the first half of 2016, with just $56 billion worth of contracts awarded compared with $69 billion of contracts awarded in the first half of last year. On a country-by-country level, there's a bit of variation. The UAE, which was the largest market last year, actually fell in 2017 compared with the same period, first half of 2016. Saudi Arabia marginally increased, improved its performance. Qatar was roughly the same, as was Oman, while Kuwait was down nearly half on the first half of 2016. But the biggest fall was actually in Bahrain. So for those of us, or those of you looking for an improvement in the first half of 2017 compared with the same period in 2016, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. In fact, the market fell overall. So let's look at the second half of 2017 and look at the forecast for the year as a whole. Now, we've taken from the MEED Projects database the list of projects currently under bid evaluation and due for award this year, and we've compared it with the first half actual of 2017. And we can see that in most instances there will be an improvement in the second half of the year. Again, on the blue columns, we can see first half actual numbers, and then in the red columns on the right, we see what our probable outcome will be for the second half of 2017. And when we look at the total, we can see that actually 2017 is pretty much going to match almost exactly first half performance, and that when we add those two up, we get a total likely for 2017 of about $112.5 billion. Now, if you recall, 2016 total was $117 billion. So in all likelihood, 2017 is likely to be down marginally on 2016 numbers. Now, unfortunately, that is not something that is very positive, but that is the reality and likelihood for 2017. On a country-by-country level, we can see the Saudi Arabia improving to $20 billion in the second half of 2017 compared to 15.8 in the first half. UAE, on the other hand, falling marginally on first half numbers to just 17.3 billion. Qatar also down and Oman also down, while Kuwait we expect to see an improvement. So, based on actual numbers for the first half of the year and based on contracts likely to be awarded in the second half of the year, 2017 is likely to see just $112.5 billion worth of contract awards, lower than 2016. My final slide maybe provides a glimmer of hope for all those involved in the projects market in the GCC. It outlines the more than $2 trillion worth of contracts in the pipeline in the GCC. You can see here that Saudi Arabia is by far and away the largest projects market in the region, with almost $1 trillion worth of planned unawarded contracts. It's followed by the UAE at $637 billion, and then Kuwait, Oman, and Qatar, all at around $150 billion. So that's the MEED Projects summary of the projects market as it stands midway point in 2017. It's not been a great year, and it does look as if this year at best will match last year's numbers. So here's looking further ahead to 2018 and beyond. If you have any comments, questions or feedback on this short video presentation, please feel free to insert them into the comment section below, and we'll be trying our next video, we'll attempt to answer some of them. Thank you.